Today we'll start our session with an introduction to company law. Right? In business law, company law is very important. This chapter is very important, not only from the examination point of view, but also if you consider practically, since you are managing, you are doing management. So ultimately, why we are doing management? Because we have to manage an organization. So if we have to consider a management as a management student, company law would be very important. So we'll be understanding the concept of company from different perspective. Now there can be different type of queries a student can have. Once we are going to study the company law, there can be different type of queries that you can have. Can one person form a company? When does a company come into existence? What would be the name of the company? Can a company contract in its own name? Can a company buy a building in its own name? Who are the members of a company? Whenever you will consider of a company, whenever we think of a company, there are many queries that come up altogether. That suppose whenever we talk about a company, we always think maybe it is ITC, Tata Group of Company, Reliance Group of Company. There can be any type of companies, right? So now definitely a student can have different type of queries. Like, can one person form a company? When does a company came into existence? What would be the name of the company? Can a company contract in its own name? So there can be different type of questions that can come, right? So once we are going through the chapter, we will be easily understanding the different perspective about the company. What are the powers of a company? What is the roles of the members of the company, right? An introduction to company law. Companies Act 1956 was amended in 2013 and 2015. Fine. So initially it was Companies Act 1956 where certain amendments were made in the year 2013 and 2015. Section 2, subsection 20 of the Act defines it as a company incorporated under this Act or under any previous company law. Section 2, subsection 20. What does it mean? As per Section 2, subsection 20 of the Companies Act, it clearly states any company that has been incorporated under this Act as a company. Suppose if I am registering myself as a one-person company, OPC, then I would be defined as a OPC only as per Companies Act. If I and you, we both become a partner and we try to form, we go to the registrar and we asked a permission to open a partnership firm, then it will become a partnership firm, right? So it clearly defines if a company is registered with the name of company that I am willing to form a company, then definitely as per company law or Companies Act, it would be registered as a company only. Fine. So now what is a company? Now definitely I got the definition that if as per section 2 subsection 20, by whatever name you will get the registration, you will be treated as a company, an OPC, an LLP or a partnership firm, and altogether there can be anything else, right? So a company is a legal person or legal entity separate from and capable of surviving beyond the life of its member. What does it mean? A company is a legal person. We have already studied in accountancy as well, that business entity concept. So that business entity concept, from where do we get this business entity concept? Simply the concept of business entity is derived from this concept, that a company is a legal person or it is a legal entity. So company has got a separate legal entity apart from its members. That means company is different and the members who have started the company are different. Suppose I, you, Somita, Devjani, and we all together come up and we wanted to start up a company, right? I'm talking about a company. I'm going to register as a company, be it a private company or a public company, any company. So company would be registered by a separate name. Suppose let's say ITC. ITC has got a separate legal entity. It does not mean the members. Maybe I am a shareholder of ITC. So my existence, my legal entity and the ITC firm both have got completely separate legal entity, isn't it? So company is a legal person. company has got a separate legal entity apart from any member surviving. Maybe the director or the promoter of the company. It does not mean anything for the entity of the company. Company is separate and the members operating or the members surviving, they are different. That is, members and company has got separate entity, right? Now, there are different observations like public company, private company, and one-person company. The concept of a one-person company is actually, this has actually been observed after the Companies Amendment Act 2013. So public company, first is public company. Paid up capital. What is the minimum requirement of paid up capital? It is not mentioned. Minimum and maximum number of person. Minimum number is 7 and maximum is unlimited. Fine. Other observations, any subsidiary of public company shall be treated as public company even if such subsidiary company has obtained the status of a private company in its article. See, there are few observations that we have to understand. Before going to the observation, first let me explain you what is private company and then what is public company. First of all, you need to understand what is a private company and what is a public company. Private company means the company in which the subscription of shares is limited or confined to the private parties only. They can sell the shares or they can get the money, they can collect money if they require any amount of money if they require. They need to accumulate or arrange within themselves only. They cannot go to the public for any funding sort of thing, right? But in public company simply means that a company can go to public for market or to the market for subscription of shares. That means if a public company will have any type of fund requirement, they can easily go to the public. Understood? One person company means only one member, so one director, right? So it can be considered as a private company or a sole proprietorship company, right? I'll give you the short notes, don't worry. Subsidiary company. Now, what is subsidiary company? Subsidiary company means, suppose there is a company and there are subsidiary company. That means the company, if I am suppose I have a company. My company, suppose ITC. ITC is a company. ITC group of company. Fine. Now, ITC has got different subsidiary. That is the different part of it. ITC Infotech is there. ITC T business is there. And then ITC in maybe not ITC, let's say Tata. In Tata, we have different group, every type of group is there. Let's say Tata Automobiles is there, Tata Power is there, Tata Telecom is there. So there are different subsidiaries. The entire group is called Tata Group, and the subsidiary part, the different parts, or if we classify the different types of company. So this is the subsidiary part, right? So in relation to holding company, what is a holding company? Subsidiary company has been defined as per section 2, subsection 87. In relation to holding company means a company in which the holding company controls the composition of the board of directors. What is a holding company? The parent company. The parent company is actually holding shares in the subsidiary company. So parent company is called the holding company. That means I am holding your authority or your control. Suppose I am the parent company and you are my child company. So what is child company? You are my subsidiary company. Fine. So how do you become my subsidiary? Suppose if I am controlling the composition of board of directors. So let's say if I am controlling the board of directors, how much the number of members should be there in your boards, whom to select, whom not to select. This composition is being selected by me. So I am controlling the composition of board of directors. So this means I am the holding company. I am the parent company. Fine. Or exercises or control more than one half of the total share capital, either at its own or together with one or more of its subsidiary company. Now, holding company is definitely, you must have understood what is a holding company, of who is the parent company. You have understood. Afia, did you understood this?